I mean, that's my brother. I mean, that's plain and simple. I mean, my brother's down on the ground. Like, I want him to get back up, regardless of like who it is. I mean, we suffer together and we thrive together. So I mean, when any one of them goes down, I mean, you kind of feel this like, come on, get up, like, get up. And I mean, that's all that really goes through your mind is I was just waiting for him to get up. 'Cause, you know, I hate seeing when one of my brothers is down. Like, I just want him to get up.
With the unknowns on the line this week, how much bigger does it make the week of practice and just kind of getting ready this week that you're fully mentally prepared as a unit out there this week?
I mean, it's the same as every week. I mean, you can't, no matter what you do, you can never kind of take a step back or sleep on someone. I mean, if you always have this mentality of you got to be better than who you were yesterday. So I mean, every rep we do, every play, I mean, everything, it has to be better than who we were, and I mean, it has to be better than who we were even just a play ago. I mean, we got to constantly be on this uphill climb. I mean, we can't plateau at any point, and that's been a great stressor this whole season is never get satisfied and just keep pushing forward.
Did you have any thoughts for Brock when he came out then? Because, you know, Brendan goes off the field and Brock comes out and he's saying,
Just go. I mean, that's what we've been practicing for. I mean, next guy's up. I mean, we have a belief that if anyone has to come in, anyone has to sub in, there's no such thing as a drop-off. You're there, you've won that, you've worked for that position for a reason, and we put you in this position for a reason. Now go and prove it. And I mean, he did a really good job, especially just coming out there.
How did you think he seemed confidence rising? Did you get a sense that he felt ready?
Oh yeah, he knew what he was doing. I mean, our practices honestly tend to be a lot harder in a game just because we don't have anyone to stop the tempo. So I mean, we're thinking extremely fast, and our defense, they're trying to get set up fast. So I mean, everything we do is extremely fast, and the refs kind of help us out a little bit because they sometimes will slow us down just solely because we got to get the ball set. So I mean, he was more than ready and prepared for coming out there, and he did an excellent job.
I think Greg Austin would say even a year ago, Fandom wasn't necessarily on his radar at that point. How much have you seen him change in that amount of time at this point?
He's changed a lot. I mean, he's adapted and overcame just some adversity, and I mean he kind of picked up. I mean, it's the little things. Like when you're an O lineman, it's the little things. I mean, if you're taking an inch too far in your step, all your weight's shifting one way. I mean, and he's done a great job of really fine tuning his details. And I mean, I'm just extremely proud of him because he's kind of seeing some of the benefits of all the work that he's been doing.
You talked a couple times about, you know, plays aren't working because one guy is off. When you watch the film, did you feel like this was one of the better offensive line performances? Did you feel like guys were more in sync?
I'd say we had a better game than our last two. We had a couple plays that we got to get back. We've watched it. We've learned from it. I mean, there's always going to be those mistakes, but overall, I think we did a much better job of just playing 11 guys, doing the correct job, doing the right play. And I mean, it shows when 11 guys do their job, good things happen. And there was a lot more of that than mistakes happening on Saturday.
You guys have had a lot of big plays. On your touchdown drives, I think all but one of your touchdown drives has had like a 30 or 40-yard play. Is that, as good as that sounds maybe, is that a concern at all? I mean, if you feel like you guys are capable of dragging out if you need to?
Absolutely. I know it's capable. I mean, those big yard plays happen because we do our job correctly. I mean, it happens because we get bodies on bodies. We got the holes covered up. Our running backs are able to hit the hole. Our wide receivers are blocking their tails off and creating the bubble screens, getting them out and open. So, I mean, what's the difference? I mean, all it is just doing the same thing for a little bit longer. I mean, we practice that over and over again. So, I mean, I have no doubt in my mind if we have to go for a 10-play drive, it's no problem.
Were you eager to see how the backups did when you watched film on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, I was really ecstatic. I mean, it's always fun when you get to see, like, the younger guys get to go. Because I mean, they're just as excited. I mean, they're eager. They're kind of stuck in that purgatory of waiting because they're just as hungry as everyone else that they want to play, and they're just kind of like waiting for like hey coach, put me in. They're just waiting for it, and they do a great job of not only being locked in the entire time because when we come off the field, they actually kind of they'll tell us what they see. They'll tell us like, hey, watch out for this, look for this. And I mean, they're extremely great at what they do. And I mean, they're just as important as us on the field as when they're on the sidelines, because they're kind of giving us scouting reports and seeing from a different angle of what they see. I mean, and like honestly, they're awesome.
Kind of following up on the question about those explosive plays, I think you're on the field like 22 minutes on offense on Saturday. Has it been kind of an adjustment, just the style of football and how it is, you're not on the field as much maybe as past years or what?
I mean, we've gotten used to it. I mean, we want to be an explosive and fast offense, and what that means is we're going to score fast. So I mean, our defense they're going to probably take a little more workload because we're trying to score as fast as possible, unless it's a end of game situation. So I mean, they got to be in great shape and be ready to kind of take the long run. But we want to go. Like we got the mentality of we're kind of doing this. Let's see how fast we can score, not take our time and score. Because I mean, everything we do, it's part of the reason that we do this tempo is because we can create those explosive plays, because we can use our just our stamina and our we're used to it, so we can keep those fast plays going and kind of drain the energy a little bit of the other teams that aren't ready for the tempo.
You talked about Bryce learning behind you. What did you think of specifically his first college action?
He looked like he belonged. I mean, it was really cool. I mean, I love the kid. Like I've said earlier, he's someone that always wants to work and is always ready to go. I mean, he did a great job. He didn't have the kind of deer in the headlights look. He knew what he was supposed to do. I mean, we've done it all week in practice. He saw it all week in practice. I mean, he just went out there and executed. And they got him a couple of times, but I mean, it happens. But I mean, overall, he did a great job. I'm extremely proud of how he did.
I feel like the way you guys practice helps make those backups ready because there's so many reps.
Oh yeah. I mean, you want to try and make practice harder than the games, because then, I mean, you see everything, you know everything, and you've taken this rep 20 times, so you know exactly what to expect. I mean, and it's a huge help to understanding like what's going on in the middle of the game. With those reps under your belt, the game gets a lot easier.
Slow down in the game.
Yep. You get a little bit more of a time to just kind of, it feels more natural. Like everything you do, because you've done it over and over, so you're like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing.